Okay, this is part 2. I accidentally pressed the button. So what I started doing was putting porn, sadly, on my phone. And you know, so that to see if she was going to spread rumors, to see what I could hear from doing that, and I was right. And that's what she started doing. I could overhear her conversations downstairs. You know, this is not fictitious, you guys. This is real. So I was just about, the reason for this video is that I was going to delete the previous one, which was like 30 minutes, because this is what I discovered. If you look here, this material here, okay, you see I've pushed back all the gravel, but you look here, this material is kind of soft. And if you look closer, where the part I've lifted up, well, let me show you. Get the knife. The knife is not my friend today, you guys. If you look here, see, this goes under there, but my knife is so flimsy. But there's concrete here, but you don't know what's under here. Because what I discovered is that, and I bent my knife, okay, that they're using infrared. So all the little holes that I filled in, you know, you can see infrared. With infrared, well, let me back up. I discovered the iPhone has infrared capabilities. Which series of iPhone it is, I have no idea, but it's all over the internet. Look it up, you guys, all over the web, rather. By the way, internet is your service. Web is what you get on, okay, to surf. So when I hear people saying the internet, I try to correct myself. You are not on the internet, you're on the World Wide Web. So, yeah, so over here though, just as I was about to wrap it up, can you guys see that? See, I just put aluminum foil in my ceiling throughout the night, and I didn't even finish because I ran out and I got to go get some more. But I found out that the infrared cannot see through foil, at least not like 95. It blocks out, aluminum foil blocks out 95% of infrared. Let me get it together. And so I was just about to wrap this up because I'm bending my knife and I need something else. And I just so happened to look over here, which would be, all of this is where my foil is. This is my ceiling of my office / bedroom, because I, you know, it's sad. I have to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'm sleeping in my office, what I was, you know, converting to an office, you know, and it's sad, but it's big enough, don't get me wrong. But, so I'm like, if I'm going to put aluminum foil in the office, then of course that's where I'm going to be sleeping, and I have, even before the aluminum foil. Before that I had plastic bags. I found out they're black, that doesn't work, you know, after all of this. But I had other stuff up there. It's just, I just feel really bad, because if you were to come into my office / bedroom, you would have think that I have lost my everlasting mind just from looking at the ceiling and the walls. There's carpet around the walls. I'm trying to do everything in my power to protect my privacy. It's not working. It works for maybe 18 hours and it doesn't work. Now the aluminum foil seems to be working. It's just that obviously they found a little spot where something went wrong when I was putting it up. So I was about to go back downstairs, or go back down, and something just told me to look from doing this, and something just told me to look over here. I hate this. I love this camera. Lord, thank you so much and for blessing me with it. But I looked over here because the reason why I came up is because I heard them after doing all that aluminum foiling. I heard this person up here again. And look at that. You see that under there? That would be perfectly positioned where I am and where I would sleep below. And so they have moved some of the gravel, which means they had something here, infrared. And I honestly don't believe they're just using cameras, you know, from an iPhone. I really believe they're using more high-tech infrared equipment, honestly. Probably stolen, you know. And I'm going to tell you, like I was saying in the other video, let me get over here. Hold on, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get over here. I don't want to put race in this because I've never had anything against Hispanics. Never. As a matter of fact, I praise them because I'm like, what's wrong with the black folks? We got to get our stuff together. The Hispanics are getting their stuff together, you know, that kind of stuff. And yeah, Now you can see here where someone has actually, this is up under this piece of wood, as you can see. I need a lighting person. They probably wouldn't come up here with me. And if you look here, you can see where they have like moved. You see it's sunken down? Yeah. And this is where I was sleeping. This is above where I was sleeping. So when I have to go into the actual bedroom, the master bedroom, in order to come up here, you guys. And so they have something there as well. Every time I come in that room and get ready to come up here, or pretend like I'm coming up here, which includes, because I no longer have a ladder, me putting a nightstand and in position, putting a little step stool in position, and on top of that, and then I'm telling you guys, I don't care. I literally stand up on top of both of those, put my leg on top of the door. I make sure the door's to the left of that or behind it, and I literally use the bedroom door to get up here, because the trap door, which is over there, you can see that little light right there. I hope you guys can see the light. That little light that you see is my trap door. Okay, it's okay. You can see. I hope you can see. I don't know, but that little light that's shining there is my trap door, because I'm not above it, so you can't really see, but that's my trap door, and below that is my would-be bedroom. But yeah, they have something in there as well, some kind of camera or something in the walls or whatever, just like in this bedroom. They have it in the living room as well, and so yeah, and so they blow the horn when they know I haven't gone up, you know, I pretended like I was going up. You know, I may put the stuff in position but never go up. So they don't blow the horn right off anymore. They wait to see if I'm really, really, really going up. And then that's when they start blowing the horn to alert whomever's already up here that to leave. And so, you guys, this right here was not like this when I was up here last time. I'm going to try to show you this, because it's a piece of wood. Can you see that sunken down? You see how it's going down off in there? Yeah, this is right above where I was sleeping, and so that lets me know they have something here. Yeah. That's interesting. That just came up. Wow. I don't know where that came from, unless you can see it. Yeah, and it's annoying. These guys don't know how to let it go. You know, I've given them an opportunity. Okay, you probably saw me because I was walking around in the nude. When I first got in my apartment, I was walking around, and I'm starting off fresh, you guys. You know, starting over. And I did not mind being by the Hispanics. And like I started saying, I don't want to put race in this, but any other race of men, because it's more than one, one of them would have stepped up and said, man, you know, it's too much dang on porn on the internet for you to be watching this woman. You are invading her privacy. Yeah, it was fun at first, but now it's getting pathetic. You know, anyone else would have said that. Here, no, not at all. And I hear something and I'm ready for him, because I'm telling you. So I talked to the manager, and the manager said that they are getting in from my neighbors. And as I was saying in another video, which I don't know if I'm going to post that one up, but I'll tell you again. When I moved in here, you guys, there was a lady at the top of the steps. You can come up 2 different ways, the left or right. And there's 8 units, and 4 upstairs, 4 downstairs. And she was sitting at the top of the stairs, and one of the sets of stairs. And she, being nosy, because I was bringing my stuff in, and she saw my mannequins. I brought my mannequins here, and so she kind of perked up. You know how a dog will perk up in his ears? But I didn't think anything about it. I was like, okay, she's just being nosy. But when she saw me bring up my electrical advertising display, and where I can write on it and erase whatever's written on it. You see them in restaurants, but this is like an oversized one. She literally jumped up. I mean, literally went back upstairs, just went to she was sitting on the top stair, and she went to her apartment. And that let me know I was in for something. I've gone through a lot, you guys, as far as my business and hackers. I have. And so I knew with my instincts for her to do that when she saw that particular piece, that let me know that she knew I had some type of business. And so I assumed she was just going to go tell her boyfriend or her husband, whomever he is, that she's got a business or something, Come to find out, I started getting hacked into. I'm still getting hacked into. And I'm going to say this, you guys. I hate to say this, but I can, because it's not just one Hispanic. It's multiple ones. First of all, before I say this, I have nothing against Hispanics as a whole. I never have. But this ordeal has really, really just, I don't know. You guys just pray for me. And the reason why is because white or black, African, or white or black African person who's involved in this, maybe just indirectly, maybe just watching the live feed or the video, they're not the ones that's coming up, planning anything. They're not the ones that's planning this. They're not planting or planning. They're just reaping the harvest, their benefits of what it is, as a joke, which that's how they're looking at it. It's not a joke to me. They would, black or white, I'm not going to mention other races definitely, but I'm just going to mention black, white, and Hispanic, black, African, white, and Hispanic. If these guys, black, African, or white, would at some point say, dude, leave that woman alone. It's too much porn on the internet. I kind of said this before, she's not messing with you. You're wasting your time. You're found out, blah, 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 blah. They would tell this dude that. I seriously doubt if any of them have been telling this dude this, because as soon as I move to another spot, as soon as I do something else, as soon as I put this up and then they discover a way to work around it, it all starts over again. And this guy is not the head honcho who sounds like Garfield, by the way. That fat orange cat? This guy sounds just like Garfield. His voice is monotone. It never goes up, it never goes down. It's the same tone. He sounds exactly like Garfield. And that's the same voice I heard in this attic when I was listening to the recorded show that is on SoundCloud right now, the podcast. I'm going to wipe this off because this fell and I think it got a lot of lint on it. Yeah, that's a little better. But yeah, look at this. And yeah, well, anyway, and I got up off the couch, you guys. I don't know if you guys are going to see that particular video when I'm mentioning what happened. But okay, I published up a podcast and on SoundCloud, which is still on there right now. I will remove them after a while to add new content. So if you're listening to this, go check it out. But it's a two-part podcast. I'm praising my son, and I'm talking about my ex-new co-host. And it's 2 hours and 21 minutes and some seconds, of course, with music. So 10 minutes out, meaning I had approximately 10 minutes and some seconds left, I'm listening to Prince's DSMR, which is Dance, Music, Sex, Romance. And I'm really enjoying the show. I'm sitting on the couch in the living room, even though I know they're watching me in there as well, but okay. 3 days prior to that, 2 to 3 days prior to that, I had put a oversized wind chime on the inside doorknob of that particular bedroom, of my what would have been my bedroom, and on the inside doorknob. And so when you open the door, it's going to make some noise. I just took it off to come up here because I was trying to sneak up here because the trap door is in that bedroom. So when and it was like the Lord, because I had no reason for getting up. I wasn't thirsty. And the kitchen was in the opposite direction, so I wouldn't have been going down the hallway. I did not have to use the restroom. I did not have to go check on something. I did not have to go turn the air on or off. I did not have to turn the heat on or off. I didn't have to do anything. I literally got up while listening to Prince. I was listening to the show via my cell phone, and I literally got up with my cell phone, and I'm still listening to Prince, and I'm still enjoying it, bobbing around, listening to him and the music. And I opened my bedroom door, you guys, to discover my trap door, which I told you guys is right over here, that little light. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, that light. To discover my trap door coming down, boom, you know, really loud. And as I opened the door, and thank God for the wind chime, because the wind chime obviously startled these guys. And I say these guys because Garfield said something to another one, and you can hear them scurrying across the attic. The reason why they were able to do what they were doing is because earlier that day, or within 24 hours prior to that, I had come up myself. And when I got ready to put the door to the trap door, it's not really a door, you guys. It's just a piece of square, whatever, you know. It's not wood, but you know, if you have a trap door, you know what I'm talking about. It's a door that's usually in an attic normally, and it goes up to the attic, but it's in my bedroom. Duh. And so anyway, when I tried to put it back, it fell. So, and I caught it, you know, from all the way falling, but it still was heavy, so it fell. It didn't break or anything. So I got down and put it up against the wall temporarily because it was still daytime. I did not feel afraid or anything. And usually, you know, I know they're not all that bad as far as like, I'm fixing to shoot you or something. You know, it's just being voyeuristic and wanting to, at this point I felt like I was going to be raped. And let me finish telling you why. So I put it back. I attempted to put it back when the sun went down. But it wouldn't fit directly in. And I just said, you know what, I'm just going to leave it ajar like this. Ajar, A-J-A-R. So what happened was half of it was on the ledge, on the part it's supposed to rest on. The other part was sticking up above, and you know, in the attic. And I left it like that, not thinking at all that anybody would when they saw that, they probably would get scared anyway and just, you know, move around. Obviously, like I said, they were watching me in the living room knowing that I was listening to my music, you know, my radio show. And what they did was, since that, you know, they came up because you can hear the music, and thought that they were going to, I guess, do something or whatever, and realized, or someone who's watching that particular bedroom notified them that that trap door was not all the way in its spot. They came up, unbeknownst to me, and when I opened that bedroom door, the wind chime startled them, and that's when they dropped it, and which is behind the bedroom door if it's closed. If the bedroom door is closed, you know, it's behind the bedroom. Not behind it, but it's in the ceiling. But you know what I'm saying, when you know. And they dropped it, and you can hear them, like I said, going across the attic. And Garfield said something to the other one, which leads me to believe there was more than one. I could have got raped. And it's amazing how this guy has this other guy come up here, because I hear their conversations unbeknownst to them, you know, when they're outside, I can hear them talking. Even though they're Hispanic, they don't talk in Spanish all the time, and I hear their conversations. And so this guy instructs this young guy, I'm going to say 20 or younger, 21, to come up and do all of this malicious stuff. He's stupid, because there's no way I would go to prison. And I said, they must be having sex. I had to. I said, they've got to be partners in some kind of sexual way, because there's no way my brother, my cousin, no one else would have me going to prison or jail behind something stupid. So my battery is going down, you guys. So I just want to show you guys this little sunken part, you know, and I've moved some of this out of the way, but it was like sunken down. All of this was pushed over here and sunken down. And this chain, which is amazing. I don't know where that. So they're using infrared to watch me and invade my privacy. And I'm not going out like that. Sorry. So this is Kimmy Wyatt. I'm almost 20 minutes in. And I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to convert these videos. You won't see all of them because some of them were like short or irrelevant. You know, I accidentally pressed the off button, but I'm going to be posting these, okay? Smooches.